And so now you've written these books. The one, You Can Get Through This, How to Stay Positive After Breast Cancer. So you had breast cancer. So that was after your divorce. So you were alone, you had children, and then you had breast cancer, and you were trying to work at the same time.
I had no choice, but because I was freelance.
Yes.
So
there was no sick leave?
I had no sick leave, I had no insurance, because I was bringing up 4 children on my own, so I was always sort of hanging on by my fingernails. And so really I had no choice but to keep working, and it was really scary when I was at the start of the treatment, because I mean, chemotherapy in itself, it's got such a bad reputation. And it was incredibly difficult. The first lot I had to actually cut short because it made me too ill.
Right.
But my clients were incredibly... I had to stop them from being too thoughtful because I still needed them to be giving me work.
Oh, of course.
So their instant reaction was to pull back, to give me time to recover. So I had to sort of persuade them. But it was quite confronting, because back then, this was 2000. Right. I used to go to a lot more meetings. It was before the internet was quite as prevalent as it is now. Yeah. And so I'd walk into a meeting completely bald, and it really freaked me out. Because in fairness, they just didn't know how to react, or what to do, and whether I was dying. And so it was actually quite difficult managing that. But I just couldn't be anything other than bald. I did buy a wig, but I just couldn't wear it.
Did you scarf up?
No.
You just went bald.
I just went bald.
You owned it.
Yeah, I did.
Good for you.
I had one time, my son was a goth, and he got invited to some sort of fashion show where you got in free if you were dressed as a goth. And I was just wearing my normal clothes, but because I was bald, they sort of ushered me through. So I was the oldest free person in there, which I thought was quite funny.
You can find out more about Domini at her website, doministuart.com. No AU.
That's right.
And look out for her books on Amazon if you don't find them on her website. Thank you, Domini.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for asking me.